all amigas, welcome back to my channel, the number one place for 𝗀𝗵𝗿𝗄 and American culture. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell so you'll always be notified whenever we upload new jam-packed videos. And for today's video, we're going to talk about 3 important things in today's current life or current pandemic. So in today's video, we're going to talk about how to stay productive, how to practice self-care, and how to spread positivity. Most all of us are having to adjust to a new normal now. I know this can be tough, especially emotionally, mentally, physically, and financially for many of us. So for me, I believe in life, we always have choices or options to make. We can use or look at this current pandemic as a crisis, or we can use this as an opportunity to enhance our skills or add more knowledge or new knowledge that we can use after we have ceased the current pandemic. So as a J1 intern, we have a lot of worries. How will I pay my rent? Why am I not working? Why my program got canceled? How will I help my family? Or how will I, live here in the United States? I am scared. I don't have someone to talk to. I don't know what to do. Or why am I here in the United States? Why did I choose this training? How this opportunity can help me? We have a lot of worries and questions that we ask on ourselves that most of the time we neglect or we didn't focus on why did we come up here in the United States, how this training can be an opportunity for us to be better in our future career. So in today's video, we want to remind you your purpose. What is the real reason why you are here in the United States? What is the J1 program really looks like, and how you can make the most of your time while you are here in the United States and while being furloughed. So in today's video, I invited a special guest, 𝗵𝗲. He is my former student from North Carolina. So he will be joining with us and sharing his experiences and how he chose to thrive during this time of uncertainty. There you go. Hi 𝗵𝗲! Welcome to our channel!
Hello everyone, I am 𝗵𝗲. I'm an intern here in Durham, North Carolina. How are you doing, guys?
So 𝗵𝗲,
and thank you
go ahead.
Much, by the way, for inviting me here. My pleasure.
Thank you so much also for accepting our request. So for today's video, we wanted to focus on our how to stay productive in this very difficult time, how to practice self-care, and how to spread positivity. So for today's video, I am so honored for you to hop in with us.
You're very much welcome here, and we do have a very good topic for today, and I'm very excited to tackle about these things.
Yes. So as we all know, this is a very difficult time of our life, and we wanted to make sure that you are not alone in this journey, and we wanted to share also our good experience here in the United States with you guys. So if you have any questions along the way, don't hesitate to comment down below so we can see your questions and answer it. Okay, so for our staying productive, how do you stay productive, 𝗵𝗲, in this time that is, a very unfortunate that no one is expecting? How do you choose to stay productive, and why?
Okay, so on the first week of my furlough, I don't even know what to do, and then I came up to this idea to make a checklist for me to stay being productive. So right now, I believe that there are 2 kinds of people. The first one is those people who loves to read, and second one is those people who love to watch. So for those people who loves to read, I would definitely recommend you this website. It's 𝗁𝗵𝗿. So please go to www.𝗁𝗵𝗿, as in SCRIBD.com, and they offer a 30 days free trial for you to download books, audiobooks, magazine, and articles, and that's one of ways for you to active. And if you would like to watch movies, and if you do not have like a Netflix account, you can download the Prime Amazon, and you can definitely sign up there, and you do also have the chance to watch the latest movies as well as series in that website. And of course, for me to stay productive, I try to enhance my skills in communication. This is my first time to be here in the US, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm very worried to speak in front of many, especially my accent is not that good. So I have a lot of things, to work and hone. So for those interns who have like a skills in, singing, dancing, culinary, this is the best time for you to enhance that skill. And you can definitely do it, guys. And lastly, for you to stay productive, you have to
Mm-hmm.
invest time with your loved ones, contact your family and friends, and if you do have like a co-intern which is from different country, this is the best time for you to know their language, tradition, and culture, and you will be happy for the rest of this quarantine. How about you, Rio? How do you stay productive?
Well, first of all, thank you for that information. That is really helpful, especially the script.
Mhm.
If you guys know how much the subscription for the script, it's kind of like, like a pretty good penny. But during this time, they are offering for, a free trial. So definitely use that time to make use the most of your time. And also, how I stay productive is like, of course, focusing on my reasons. Why do I need to stay productive? What my life will look like if I don't stay productive? Because all of us have 24 hours during, every day. All of us, the billionaires, the millionaires, even, the people that are not very fortunate enough, we all have 24 hours. So, but the only difference between the billionaires and us is that how do we use our time consistently. So if we focus on negative, then of course our life will always be negative. We will attract all of those negativity. But if we focus on positivity, how we can improve our life, or how we can, for example, if you're not very good in English, how can I improve my English, and if you're not good at dancing, if you see a lot of people, doing the TikTok, and you have all of these insecurities that, wait, maybe I'm not good enough for TikTok. Maybe I'm not good enough in YouTube. Maybe you should just maybe you should started to know if you're not really good enough in that. Because when I started my YouTube channel, I also have all of these thoughts in my mind that, wait, will I speak Filipino or will I speak English? If I speak Filipino, I will only help Filipino people. But if I speak English, then I can help more people. But then if I will speak English, then people will bash me because I'm not very good at it. But maybe, along the way, I can improve it. Maybe along the way, I can be better and better. And maybe I should not care about those people, because those people that really care about you are the people who matters, and the people who bash you and keeps dragging you down are the people that you should avoid and should not give care about, because that's a waste of time, first of all. And second is, it will not really get you to where you want to be. So that's how I keep productive. Focus on your goals, focus on your why. And also, another thing is very important that I just want to add quick is having a journal. Having a journal will make the most value of your time. Like I said, just having like 3 tasks, for example, oh, I need to go to the bank today. Oh, I need to cook for lunch today. And I also need to change my Facebook profile. Oh, I'm so busy, but that's only 3. Do you know those successful people, they do a lot of things in a day. And how they do it is by scheduling things. Okay, when I woke up in the morning, this is the time that I will spend in the shower, 10 minutes. The next 10 minutes is cooking breakfast. The next 15 minutes is eating. And then the next is exercising. The next one will be creating content in YouTube. That's how you stay productive and stay consistent, right?
And Rio, just to add, I believe
Mm-hmm.
2 kinds of interns, right? In the F&B as well as in the front desk. So
Mm-hmm.
for us front desk interns, I believe that this is also the best time for us to read and somehow explore the
Mm-hmm.
city, because there's a lot of guests who will be asking where to eat, where to go for a shopping, what is the perfect tourist destination. So
Mm-hmm.
to familiarize the map, and I believe for the F and the interns, Rio, what are those tips that you can give them for them to stay productive this quarantine?
Yes, so for our food and beverage department, if you are currently, for example, assistant server, or if you are a host and you want to be a server, which is the my favorite position of all time, is that well, first of all, being a server is not a joke. You will need a lot of skills, a lot of knowledge to share to your guests, and also a lot of time to be better at it. So what you can do is while during this quarantine, you can use this opportunity to study the different kinds of wine, like what are the different kind of red wines, what are the different kind of white wines, how to open a wine, how to serve a bottle of wine, presenting it to your guests, what are the stories that you need to tell while opening it, how to communicate properly to the guests. Or also, if you of course, if you're a J1, it is not a secret that we are all in rotation. So every 3 or 4 months, we usually switch restaurants. And when you switch restaurants, of course, it's a different types of services. It's a different types of menu. It's, what are the food allergies that your guests may have. You need to know that also, what comes in the food. And also, for example, like cocktails. What kind of cocktails? What goes in the cocktails? Like if someone wants a martini, what liquor do you want? There's like all different kinds of information that you really have to know, especially if you didn't major, for example, hospitality, or what do we call it, hotel and restaurant management. If you didn't major that, there's there's more percentage that I am sure that you don't know all of this stuff. So use this quarantine time or furlough time to memorize and study all of these things. So when the time comes that we are all ready to go to the real world, to our hotels, and to work again, or do our trainings, we have more to offer. We have a better service to offer, right?
Absolutely, I would definitely agree with that video.
Perfect. So on our next topic, we wanted to focus on how to practice self-care, because in this very difficult of time, it's no doubt that most of the time we focus on negative thoughts like, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. But maybe you can do this instead of that. You can do this instead of, something. So Hamar, how do you practice self-care?
Okay, so let me open my statement by saying, loving yourself is a way of teaching others to love you. And for the past few months, I've been very stressed and depressed regarding with my situation here in the US. I'm not expecting, to have this kind of experience, but I tend to be optimistic. I just think that this is part of my American journey. So for me to practice self-care or self-love, we have to follow two aspects. The first one is physical, and the second one is mental or spiritual. So for physical, I believe this is the best time for us to solve that insecurity we have, especially regarding with our physical appearance. If you have a trouble regarding with your skin condition, then this is the best time for you to practice your skincare, something like that. And then, of course, if you want to have this perfect shape body, for you to prepare your body for summer, then this is the best time for you to do yoga or to do like a cardio, just for you to stay fit and for you to have a healthier life. And mentally, of course, I'm very thankful because one of my co-intern here is from Mongolia. She's actually a Buddhist, and she's doing a lot of meditation. It's part of their religion, I think. So I tend to go with her. I was like, hey, because the name of my friend is Becky. So I was like, hey Becky, can I join you? And she's like, okay, just prepare yourself and let's do the meditation. And it's very effective, guys. The way you think will be better, and you will sleep very well by doing meditation.
Yes, awesome. I love doing that as well. So for me, what I do is more on listening to podcasts. So
Wow.
something that I also learned is that listening by this drama, in YouTube there's like a drama channel. Just by listening to that or listening to negative news on the TV doesn't makes me productive, and also affect me emotionally and mentally. So what I usually do is avoid to watch the news. I know it's kind of absurd, but as much as possible, if I already know the information, if I get the point, what's the point of the news, if I know it already, I usually stay out of it so I don't hear all of this negativity that I don't need in my life. And also, instead of watching Kim Kardashians, I watch people
Well,
that. Yes. I mean, I'm not saying that, it's bad to watch those reality shows, but choose your time.
mhm.
Use your time wisely. It's like I said earlier, we only have 24 hours at the same time. So we can spend like an hour watching dramas that, will not make us productive, or we can use that an hour to listen to a podcast to, maybe we learn how to improve our skills, or to learn how to speak English, or to practice, understanding these people that, that's hard to understand, or if you're introvert, how to be extrovert, or something that if you are the kind of person that you cannot wake up in the morning, like it's hard for you to wake up early, maybe you can search, okay, how to wake up early. It may sound crazy, but that's why YouTube is a very good platform uh, to search everything, because especially if you have a lot of insecurities in your body, this is the perfect time to remove all of those insecurities in your life,
I
right?
agree with you. And this is also the best time for us to, just focus on ourselves, because in
Mm,
the past few months we've been serving others in the restaurant. We've been
yes.
giving information to our guests where to eat, where to
Mm-hmm.
go. So this is the best thing for you to just care about yourself. Eat healthy food. Just relax. Don't mind about other people. I mean, it's okay to mind other people, but of course you have to make sure that you are fine before making sure that the other people are in good condition.
Yes, definitely. That is like we have me and Hamar have talked earlier, and I shared him a story about me that I told him before. I was a people pleaser. I always think
Ah,
about what is kind of words or how others will felt if I do this. But then I realized one time that wait, I don't think that it's me anymore. Why am I so unhappy? Like, I love making people happy, but why do I feel shit? Like, why do I feel this? And then that's when I realized that I've been putting myself off. Yeah, like the way that I think about myself, the way that how I look at myself, and the way I value myself is not me anymore, because it like how I look at myself that time is defined but by what others told me or how I look at. So now I've since I changed the environment from the Philippines to Florida to Puerto Rico, and now here in Pennsylvania, it's very different culturally. It's very different, and of course the ambience. And that's when I realized that what, this is the perfect time to focus on myself. This is the perfect time to catch on myself. Like ask the questions like how we ask our guests that how was your stay. How can we make our service better. That's like how I ask myself, like, how was your stay, Rio? How was your day? How can we make it better? If I feel not productive today, if I feel like not doing anything, I just make sure that I have uh those little tasks,
for you.
to accomplish, like making my bed in the morning, or washing the dishes, or just by doing my laundry is something that keeps me going. And that's also a type of like self-care, because it makes me what do you call it, look at myself like, wow, I accomplished something. It makes me feel good, right?
And we just want to remind you guys that your environment has something to do with your emotion. So you
Mm-hmm.
have to make sure you're surrounded by good people.
Yes, definitely. And also, if you think, like right now, for example, you are in the environment that you don't want to be in, but you cannot make any decisions to be away from them right now because we are all home quarantined. Well, good news, guys, is that there's a lot of community on Facebook that you can search, like for with like and network with like-minded people. Like for example, if you are the kind of person that wants to start your YouTube channel, there's a lot of Facebook group and also YouTube channels that help you and guide you on how to start your YouTube channel. Or for example, if you're kind of person who wants to be in the fitness industry, you can join Facebook groups that are near you. For example, since Hamar is in North Carolina, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe you can put North Carolina J1 interns, or like
Uh,
like health and fitness people from North Carolina. There's a lot of communities here in Facebook group, so you will never feel alone. And also at the same time, you are surrounded by like-minded people.
Absolutely. So there is a
Mm-hmm.
market for everyone. So make sure that you are surrounded by those people wherein
Mm-hmm.
you do have the same principles in life. So do not live with those standards. Just live with your own, and you'll be happy.
Yes, definitely. And also, I just want to shout out for our viewers. Hi from the Philippines. It is from by Adrian. I cannot read her last name. Ma, is that correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. She said, "Keep safe, Cassie. We love you from the Philippines."
Oh, okay. So she's my one of my closest friend way back in college, and
Mm-hmm.
then she's being concerned about my condition here. So thank you so much, Adrian. I just want to say that I am in a good condition right now, and thank you so much for your concern. And you have, you stay safe and healthy in the Philippines. And I'll see you very soon. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for watching.
So now let's move on to how to spread positivity, especially in this very difficult of time. How can we spread positivity, Hamar?
Okay, so I believe that being positive in a bad situation is not a naive, it's a leadership. So for you to spread possibility or positivity, I believe that this is the perfect time for you to use social media as a platform of love and not hatred.
Mhm.
This is the best time for you to share good vibes, useful information, as well as make use social media as a platform for you to spread positivity. So of course, personally, I do make crazy funny videos by using TikTok, and then I share it on my Facebook, and it's something that
Mhm.
creates a ripple effect. It makes my personal friends happy, it makes them smile, and I believe that that's one of the best way for you to spread positivity. And of course, for you to spread positivity, it is very important to motivate and inspire other people. So I am from the poorest province in the Philippines, which is Maguindanao, and they look up me as a person who is a dreamer. And right now I am here, so I make sure that I communicate with them. So I try to, call my friends way back in Maguindanao. I try to, inspire them. I let them know that I'm in a condition wherein I see myself here, and I am very lucky to be here. So it's a matter of simple things, but it really makes a
Mhm.
lot to the other people. So you have to just spread positivity, inspire other people, and keep going. How about you, Rio? How do you
Yes.
spread positivity?
Well, for me, because I love sharing what I have learned in life. I love sharing just like how to make a YouTube channel, or how to follow these people, or like how I found out these Facebook groups that you can communicate with like-minded people. I love sharing them. So by sharing them is like spreading positivity too at the same time. And I just wanna share something that is really, how do I call it, personal to me. So this, as we all know, even Hamar is in the East Coast, so we are more of like
Neighborhood.
Yeah, and also experience a very cold weather. And most of the time, we look at it like us Filipinos because we never experienced snow, so we are all excited on snow. But since not we are here and living with a cold weather, sometimes it's not fun. There are days that it affects our mental health, and that really affects our mental health. And so I also use it as an excuse to uh, not exercise. I'm like, oh, it's so cold. I don't want to go outside. Or, oh, it's so cold. Like, I don't want to take off my jacket because blah, 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 and so on and so forth. Until last week, I saw this girl on Instagram randomly, and she posted her exercises. And she was running at first, like, along their streets, and then she saw like a platform, and then she started to exercise there. And it was cold, it's really cold, and she's wearing gloves and jacket. And then I asked myself, wait, if she's exercising during the cold weather, still managed to take a walk, or still managed to do jogging, or still managed to exercise, why am I still here in the house and not exercising? So that's when I catch myself that I am just reasoning out. I am just making this weather as an excuse to not to exercise. So that being said, if you are someone that wants love to exercise, or love watching or listening to a podcast that makes you feel really good, share it with your friends. Because sometimes we thought that, oh, I'm just sharing what's happening in my life, but you don't know that you are already influencing other people. Just like the girl that she wants to share to the people that, hey, I'm just walking, but I saw this, and then I try to exercise and just want to share with you guys. And we never know each other, but she influenced me. So this is the perfect reason to say that you don't need to be an influencer to influence someone. Just by sharing your daily activities and how you stay productive, how you stay positive in this type of time, is very good help for others.
I hear you. And one of a very good example of spreading positivity is just, encourage other people to go with your decisions and principle in life. For example, one of my Mongolian friend here, she's very into doing exercise. So at first, we don't mind her doing exercise, but as time goes by, we think that, hey, she's losing weight and we're gaining weight. We're, getting benefits from doing exercise. So I believe.
Yes, thank you so much, Hamar. Kind of like static a little bit, but now,
Yeah.
yes, now it's all back to normal. Thank you so much for all of your time. And also, maybe you want to share some of your little background about you with them. So, by the way, guys, Hamar is my former, should I call it a student, a former student of mine. That we already know each other since the very first time he applied through HPSA. So, Hamar, would you like to give a little background of yourself? Why did you choose United States?
Okay, so I'm very thankful with HPUSA for giving me the opportunity to experience American culture, and I personally would like to thank you to Rio. And she guided me very well for me to obtain my visa, my J1 visa, and I cried a lot when I got my visa at the embassy. And I just want to inform you guys that you do not settle with what you have right now in the Philippines. There's a lot to explore internationally, and US the best place or the best country for you to widen your horizon or for you to learn more. There's a lot of expert in our industry who could definitely enhance your skills needed in our future career. So right now I'm here in the US. I'm working with Marriott, which is one of the leading hotel company in the entire world. So just approach HPUSA. They will going to help you the process. They will going to make the process even shorter. I could assure you that in just 3 months, as long as you do your job, then you could definitely be here in the US and you will experience what I've experienced, and it's just worth it. Everything is worth it.
Hamar is right, guys. If you're looking for an internship that have a fast processing, cheaper program fees, no middleman, and we don't ask you to send us a contract band, and also we don't ask you to submit a medical. So that is something that you can take notes of. And also you have the freedom to book your own flight tickets, so in that way it's really a lot cheaper. And yes, if you're interested, send your resume to us. It will be rio@rioworldwide.co, and I will be happy to assist you. Thank you again so much, Hamar. Do you have any tips for aspiring J1 students that wants to be in the front office department?
Okay, so for you to become a successful front desk intern, just trust the process, always listen and take note. I believe that pen is more powerful than smart mind, so you have to take note every details that that is given to you by your front desk manager, and always listen, be observant, be free. This is US. We're living in 2020. See you and you will be happy.
Yes, I love it. Thank you so much, Hamar, and thank you for everyone for staying, live with us. And if you guys have any more questions regarding the program, regarding our experience as an intern here in the United States, just message us. And also, Hamar has a YouTube channel, so make sure to subscribe to his YouTube channel. I will also put it in the comment section below and in the description box, so make sure to open that. And that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.